Hey guys, it's Calvin, and this is Apple Watch. Oh my gosh. Hey guys, it's Calvin, and this is the Apple Watch. And in this video, I want to show you guys 10 cool features that I personally really enjoy using on the Apple Watch. Now, this is the 42mm Apple Watch Series 2, and it is running watchOS 4. And watchOS 4 is filled with really awesome features, and I'll go over some of them in this video. So without further ado, let's get into it. One of the first coolest features is that you can actually use the digital crown to peek at the time. So if your Apple Watch is already asleep, if the display is asleep, you can actually turn the crown up just very slightly to display the time or your watch face, and then you can turn it back down to make it disappear again instead of having to tap on the screen every single time. So if you want to just peek at the time, you turn the digital crown up just slightly and then turn it back down. Here's another handy one. If you want to quickly put the watch to sleep or the display to sleep, you just take your palm and you cover the Apple Watch with it, and the display will go to sleep. And you can do this at any point, whether you're using an app or checking the time or receiving incoming text and calls. So if you're receiving a call on your Apple Watch and you want to mute it or silence it and put it to sleep, you just put your palm over the Apple Watch screen and the display should go to sleep. If you have an iPhone or an iPad, you normally access the notification center by swiping down on the top of the screen. And if you want to clear out notifications, you have to do them individually. Well, with Apple Watch, when you access the notification center, you can use Force Touch on the display to just clear all the notifications. Now, along with your iOS or iPad devices, you can go into the settings and change the text size. On Apple Watch, you can do the same thing. So if you go into your settings by going to your apps first and then hitting settings, you can scroll down to display or brightness and text size, tap that, and then go to text size. So if you want to change the text size on this screen, you can use the digital crown to scroll up or scroll down, or you can hit the icons on the left and the right to adjust the text size to your liking. Now, for people who like to adjust their time forward a few minutes just to stay ahead of schedule or to stay on schedule, you can do that on the Apple Watch. If we go into our settings from our apps, the very first option will be time. And if we select that, here we can adjust how far the time is displayed or how back it is displayed. So if you click this, we can set, let's say, 5 minutes. And the time that's going to be displayed on the watch face is 2:52 if the current time is 2:47. So the time being displayed on your Apple Watch is now 5 minutes ahead. Now, do note that this is only going to affect the time that's being shown on the watch face. As you can see here, it is 2:52 when in actual time it's actually 2:47. Now, this adjustment is not going to affect any notifications or reminders that you have set on actual time. The only thing that it's doing is just adjusting the time being displayed. So you don't have to worry about your reminders or your app settings or notifications or any of that. Time travel. This is a pretty cool feature on some of the Apple Watch faces. If you go to, let's say, the solar one, you can turn the digital crown up or down, and you can time travel throughout the day. Now, if you want to exit out of this, all you have to do is just tap on the screen and it will go back to your current time. Another cool feature of time travel is on the astronomy watch face. So if you go to the astronomy watch face, you can turn the digital crown and it will show you Earth's rotation, this many hours ahead, or you can go back in time and see how the Earth looked back in time. That's pretty neat. You can even do this for the moon phases as well as the solar system. So if you go into the solar system, you can see how the solar system would roughly look this many days ahead or before. To exit out of this, just tap on the watch face and you should be returned to normal time. Here's another cool one. So if you go to your weather app, you'll have all your cities that you care about here. Now, normally the temperature is shown as well as the conditions: showers, cloudy, more showers. If you want to change this information, all you have to do is Force Touch on the screen and you can have the condition or the percentage of rainfall or the temperature display. So if I wanted precipitation, or the percentage of precipitation, I would just hit that icon, and now all my cities would display the chance of precipitation. If I wanted to change it to temperature, I could see the highs and the lows for each of the cities here. Another cool feature, if you want to quickly return to the app that you were on previously, all you have to do is double tap the crown on the side. So the app we were just in was the Weathers app. So if I wanted to go back to that quickly without having to scroll through my apps, I would just come to the crown over here and double click it. And this should return me to my Weathers app. Now, while we're in the Weathers app, if we click on one of our cities, we're taken to another page. And a lot of the other iOS devices have a feature where if you swipe from the left side of the screen to the right, you go back to the previous page. And Apple Watch allows you to do the same thing. So instead of having to tap this tiny little back button up here on the upper left, you can just swipe from the left side of the screen to go back to the page you were at. The last feature I want to show you guys is on our Apple Watch app on our iPhones. So if we scroll over to our Apple Watch app and select it, and then we scroll down here to General, and then when we're in the General tab, we scroll all the way down to Usage. This page comes up. This is a really handy page for determining how much space your Apple Watch has left, as well as how much space each app that you have installed is taking up. Now, not only does this tell you a lot of stuff about the storage and the apps that you have on your Apple Watch, but if you scroll down on this page, you also see usage times as well as time since last full charge. So this is a great way to monitor the storage on your Apple Watch. So there you guys go. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys would like to see more tips and tricks on the Apple Watch or any other iOS device, please let me know in the comments, as well as any questions you might have on any of the things I showed or things that you would like to see in a future video. So with that, I will see you guys in the next one.